If you've stumbled upon this video today, I don't believe it's by accident. Maybe you're here because you're struggling. Maybe you're searching for answers. Or maybe something deep inside you just needed to hear this. Whatever brought you here, I want you to listen with an open heart for just 10 minutes as we talk about something that can truly change your perspective, having faith in God's plan. Let's be honest, life is messy. It rarely goes the way we expect. People leave, plans fall apart. We face hardship, disappointment, loss, and pain. And in those moments, it's natural to ask, why is this happening to me? Or, where is God in all of this? Sometimes it even feels like God is silent. But here's the truth. Just because you don't see the full picture doesn't mean there isn't one. God's plan isn't always comfortable, but it is always purposeful. Let that sink in. You were made intentionally. You are not a mistake. You are not random. And you are not here by coincidence. The very fact that you're alive means that God breathed life into you for a reason. Before you were born, before you took your first breath, God knew your name, your story, your future, every part of you, your strengths, your struggles, your journey was crafted intentionally. And because of that, your life holds value, even when it doesn't feel like it. Think about that. Even your lowest moments can serve a greater purpose. Faith begins where understanding ends. A lot of us want life to make sense. We want explanations. We want guarantees. But faith is not about knowing everything. Faith is about trusting, even when you don't know. It's easy to have faith when things are good, when life is smooth. But the real test comes when you're in the valley, not the mountaintop. When things go wrong, when you feel alone, when prayers go unanswered. That's where real faith is born. Not in certainty, but in surrender. And I know, surrender is hard, but it's also freeing, because when you let go of control, you make room for God to do what only He can do. The delay is not the denial. Sometimes we think that if something doesn't happen right away, it means it's not going to happen at all. But God doesn't operate on your schedule or mine. He's not limited by time. And sometimes the wait is part of the plan. Maybe you didn't get that job. Maybe that relationship ended. Maybe the opportunity slipped away. It hurts. But maybe, just maybe, God was protecting you. Maybe He's redirecting you to something greater. Remember this, a closed door can be a blessing in disguise. Just because God is silent doesn't mean He's absent. His timing is perfect, even when it feels late. Pain has purpose. We don't like pain. We run from it. We numb it. We question it. But pain can be one of the greatest teachers in life. Think back to a time you went through something hard. Maybe it broke you. But did it also shape you? Did it teach you strength, resilience, empathy? God can take what was meant to destroy you and use it to develop you. He doesn't waste your pain. He transforms it. In fact, some of the strongest people you'll ever meet are the ones who've walked through fire and came out with faith. You don't have to have it all together. Let's be clear, God is not looking for perfection. He's looking for progress. You don't have to be religious. You don't have to know all the answers. You don't have to pretend you're okay when you're not. God meets you exactly where you are. In the mess, in the chaos, in the doubt. He meets you in your weakness, not your strength. You can come to Him, broken, confused, angry, lost, and He'll still love you. He'll still guide you. That's the beauty of grace. You don't earn it. You just receive it. There's more ahead than what you've left behind. Maybe your past is full of regret. Maybe you've made mistakes. Maybe you feel like you've messed up beyond repair. But hear this, your past does not define you. It prepares you. God's plan for your life is not canceled because of your failures. In fact, some of the greatest redemption stories begin in brokenness. God specializes in using the least likely people for the greatest impact. So don't write yourself off. Don't count yourself out. Your story is still unfolding. Everything you're going through is preparing you for what you prayed for. It might not look like it now, but what you're going through may be an answer in disguise. Sometimes we ask God for strength, and He gives us challenges to build that strength. We ask for wisdom, and He gives us situations that force us to grow. We ask for purpose, and He allows the struggle that reveals it. It's uncomfortable, but it's necessary. God is always working behind the scenes, shaping you, stretching you, preparing you for the blessing that's ahead. You were never meant to walk alone. God didn't create you to carry the weight of the world by yourself. He offers peace, not pressure. He offers rest, not performance. Maybe you've been trying to do it all alone. Maybe you've been relying on your own strength. But that's not how you were designed to live. When you lean into God, when you trust Him with the unknowns, you'll find a peace that makes no sense. A peace that stands even when life falls apart. That's the power of faith. What the enemy meant for harm, God will use for good. Life is full of battles. Some are spiritual, some are emotional, some are physical. But whatever you're facing, know this: God is bigger than your enemy. He's bigger than your anxiety. He's bigger than your fear, your doubt, your depression. Even in the darkest moments, light can break through. Your story can still be redeemed. Your future can still be bright. What was meant to break you can actually be what builds you. That's what God does. He turns pain into power and ashes into beauty. You're here for a reason. So if you're watching this, if you've made it this far, I want to remind you, you are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are not too late, too broken, or too far gone. God has a plan for your life. And yes, it may be hard to see right now. It may not make sense today. But faith isn't about understanding the plan. It's about trusting the planner. So don't give up. Don't walk away. Don't let what's happening now make you forget what God promised you before. He's not done with you. In fact, He's just getting started. Closing thoughts. If this message spoke to you today, it's because you were meant to hear it. Keep going. Keep trusting. Keep showing up. Have faith, not just in yourself, but in something greater. Have faith in God's plan, because it's bigger, better, and more beautiful than anything you could imagine. You're not here by accident. You're here on purpose, for a purpose, and that purpose is unfolding right now.